we're used to hearing about the bank of mum and dad, but this is a new one on me, this WhatsApp scam, the mum and dad scam. What is it?
Yeah, well, this is actually an old school social engineering scam. Now, the social engineering scams are basically when the scam artists are targeting you and they're playing on the psychology. So they're reaching out to you. Now, one that people would have been familiar with in the past would have been the Facebook scam. When you got a message from somebody you were friends with on Facebook, the message would be like, "Oh my God, I've been mugged in Mallorca and I've no money, and I wonder could you send me €100?" And it was always really odd because like you went, "I haven't heard from that person in like 14 years. I didn't even like them. Why are they asking me for help?" But this one is more insidious because it's using WhatsApp to target parents, and they'll get a message piggybacking. The scammers will piggyback on your phone. Your parents will get a message that looks like it comes from you, saying, "Oh, Mum and Dad, I really need like €1,000. I can't tell you what it's for, but it's absolutely urgent." And it hasn't really come to this part of the world yet, but it is in the UK, and it's in the very nature of these things that if a scam is working somewhere like the UK, it's going to be deployed in this country. So you have to be very careful about what you're doing. And the reality is that, and the thing is, when I look at the scam, I think, well, if my kids got into trouble and they sent me a WhatsApp message saying, "Can you send me €1,000? I need," my next step would be to call them and say, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
And that should always be your next step. So if you get any kind of message that seems out of the ordinary, and it doesn't matter if it comes from a family member, a friend, or that guy you befriended in Mallorca on your holidays 14 years ago and now he's your Facebook buddy, you always have to take those extra steps because it's a horrible reality that we need to be very suspicious of all activity that's happening in the online space.
Yeah.
Totally. But say you do get codded, like what can you do? Can the bank help? Like the transaction's gone through, people are screaming and panicked.
Yeah,
What's next?
The odds are always stacked against you. So the reality is that the way the scammers work is they'll contact you, they'll convince you that you need to give them your financial details, either your PIN number or access to your bank account. And once you give them access to your account and they start draining the money out of your account, the bank's responsibility to you is effectively over. Because the bank will say, it's exactly the same as if I hand you my ATM card and say that my PIN number is 1234, which it isn't. And I give you my card.
I'm just going to take that down.
And the bank, and then you use my card, just whatever, then it's my fault.
Okay.
But if I lose my card and somebody else manages to, or if my card is cloned, well, then it's the bank's fault. But in this instance, if you give your financial details to anybody, you have no comeback. Now, the banks, in fairness, do have measures in place, and they do have helplines. So the very important thing that people remember is, and sometimes the penny drops seconds after you've hung up the phone. So you might be contacted by a scam artist, and then you might give them your details. You hang up and you say, "Hang on a second, that wasn't right." Always, always, always make the call, because it's not like they drain your bank account in a heartbeat, and the money does take a while to go through the banking system. So if you do feel like you've been the victim of a scam, contact your bank. Have all your accounts shut down, and at least you might be able to retrieve some of the cash.
Okay.
There you go.
Or
apart
from ringing your child, ask them a question that you know they'll only know the answer to.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And,
What team do I support? What's your confirmation?
Chelsea, Martin. I know you support Chelsea.
Dublin first. Dublin first before all of it.